Good morning, my student friends. Today I am going to explain binary search tree. Already we discussed data structures. Data structures are already two types: linear data structures, non-linear data structures. Already we completed in first and second units linear data structures. We started in third unit, that is non-linear data structures. In this category we are having trees, graphs. Already we discussed about trees. Trees are different types: binary trees, binary search trees, AVL trees, and B plus trees. Already we discussed the first part of third unit, binary trees. In the binary tree we discussed about what is binary tree and what is the terminology we are using in binary trees, and what are the operations we are performing in binary trees, like in order, pre-order, post-order, and vice versa. Now I am going to explain the first year students about binary search trees. Okay, all the binary search tree is a non-linear data structure algorithm. So what is the definition of binary search tree? The all nodes of left subtree is always lesser than to the root node, and the all nodes of right subtree is always greater than to the root node. Okay, that is the binary search tree. And the binary search tree, we are having different nodes. No two nodes have the same value in sorted. Okay, that is the definition of binary search tree. Once again, I repeat the definition of binary search tree. Binary search tree is a non-linear data structure. The definition of binary search tree is the all nodes of left subtree is lesser than to the root node. The all nodes of the right subtree is greater than to the root node. These are my description points. Okay? These are all are the points. It's a non-linear data structure. In this binary tree, in which all nodes of left subtree are lesser than to the root node, all nodes of the right subtree are greater than to the root node. No two nodes can have the same value sorted in them. Binary search tree, a node is always connected to almost two other nodes. Okay, that is the simple definition of binary search tree. Now let us consider an example for binary search tree. Now we are taking the root node is 30. This is the root node. Suppose I want to include the node with value 20. Okay. Now we are considered the root node, that is 30. Okay. The 20 is lesser than to the 30. That's why we can add the node at left. Okay. Then you insert the value 20. Suppose I want to add another node. That node value is 40. Okay, now we are going to insert the value 40. We are consider the root node, that the value of root node is 30. So where we need to add this node? Now we are going to add the node 40 at right hand side of the root node. Okay, now we consider the value of left hand side, that is 20, is lesser than to the root node 30. Now consider the value 40. This is greater than to the root node 30. Okay. Suppose I want to add the value of 10. Where we need to include that? Now we are going to include the node 10 at left hand side because that is lesser than to the root node 30. And also we need to consider the root node 30, that is greater than to 10, and also 20 is also greater than to 10. Suppose I want to include the another node 25. Where we need to include this? The 25 is lesser than to the 30, but it is also lesser than to the 40. That's why we consider the left hand side subtree. The 25 is greater than to the 20. So 25 is the greater value. That's why we need to include the node at right hand side of the node 20. Suppose I want to include the value 50, where we are going to add the value 50. So now we consider the root node 30. That is 30 is lesser than to the 50. That's why we are going to add it right hand side. Then we consider the 40. 40 is lesser than to the 50. That's why we are going to add that value 50 at the right hand side of the node 40. Again, I want to include the value 55, where we are going to add the value 55. So now we need to consider the root node 30. Then we are going to consider the 40. So then we are going to consider 50. These are all lesser than to the 55. That's why we are going to add the value 55 at the right hand side of the 50. Right hand side of the 50. Suppose I want to include the value 45, where we are going to add the value 45. So that is greater than to 30. That is also greater than to 40. So, but the 45 is lesser than to 50 and 55. That's why I am going to include that node from the left hand side of 40. Node 40. So this is the one small example for binary search tree. Now we can see this binary search tree clearly. The tree contains two subtrees. The tree contains two subtrees. One is left subtree and second one is right subtree. Okay, so this is the left subtree. This is the right subtree. This is the right subtree. Now we consider the left subtree all nodes. Okay, these all nodes of left subtree is 20, 10, 25. Okay, these are all lesser than to the root node 30. And now consider the right subtree. So the all nodes of the right subtree is greater than to the root node 30. Here we are having the node values 55, 50, 45, 40 and 30. So these are all the nodes of the right subtree. These are all greater than to the root node 30. Okay, according to our definition of binary search tree. So what is the binary search tree? The binary search tree is a binary tree in which all nodes of the left subtree is lesser than to the root node and all nodes of the right subtree is greater than to the root node. Okay, this is an example of binary search tree. Now I am going to explain the node structure of binary search tree. Node structure of binary search tree. Okay, the node can be created for the tree. Already we discussed by using self-referential structures. So by using self-referential structures, we are going to create the node. The binary search tree is also having the different types of nodes, but each node contain 3 fields. Each node contain 3 fields. What are those? This is the node structure of binary search tree. The binary search tree contains 3 fields, 1, 2 and 3. The middle field contains data. The left field contains address of left chain. The right field contains the address of right chain. Okay. These are the 3 fields a node contains in a binary search tree. The middle field contains data or information, and the left field contains the address of left chain. The right field contains the address of right chain. This is equivalent to lengths. This is the root node. It's having the data. The node contains 2 chains. One is left chain and another one is right chain. This is left chain and this is right chain. Right chain. Okay, this is the node structure or representation of binary search tree. So according to the node structure, now we are going to represent the complete node structure of the above example binary search tree. Okay, now we are taking the root node 30. It's contain the 3 fields, that is the root node value is 30. That node contain another left chain, that value is 20, and also it's having the right chain, that value or data is 40. Again, from this left chain, again we are having the another node with the value 10, and also we are having the another chain of node 20 that having the value 25. Now come to the right chain. Here also we are having the another node with the value 50, and for this right hand side, and also we are having another node with the value 55, and from this left hand side also we are having the another node with the value for 35. Okay, that is the node structure for the previous binary search tree. Here, according to the node representation, so the root node contain left field and right field. Here we are going to stores the address of the left child and address of the right child. Here each and every node require the memory location. So in this nonlinear data structure, as we discussed in the earlier, so the nonlinear data structure cannot follow the sequential order to store the data in a particular memory allocation. Okay, it's following the random memory allocation. So suppose this node will be gone stored in the 1000 memory location. This node will go on stored in 2000 memory location. This will be gone stored in 3000 memory location. This will be gone stored in 4000 memory location. This is 5000 memory location. This is 6000 memory location and 7000 memory location and 8000 memory location. So these are all random memory allocations. But come to that linear data structures, they are following the sequential memory allocation. Suppose they can be stored, the first node stored in the 1000 memory location, the next node will be gone stored in the 1002 memory locations according to the size of the data type. But here is not like this. The binary search tree is go and stored in the random memory allocations. Now, according to our previous node structure explanation, the root node having the left child and right child. The data is 30. The left child means the address of the left child is, what is the left child of root node? This is the left child of the root node. So what is the address of the left child? 2000. The 2000 will be gone stored in the left child. Here we are having the right child, address of the right child. What is the right child? Data 40. So what is the address of this node? 3000. The 3000 will be gone stored. The address of this node will be gone stored here. According to that, so come to this node. This is also having left child and right child. So what is the address of this child? 4000. That will be gone stored here. What is the address of this right child? 5000. That will be gone stored here. So come to this node. This is also having left child and right child. So what is the left child address? 8000. What is the right child address? 6000. That will be gone stored here. Now consider this node. This node will only having the right child. It's not having the left child. So it's not having the left child. In this case, in this left field, it will store the null value. It stores the null value. So in the right field, it will store the address of the right child. That is 7000. So what about these these two nodes? These two nodes doesn't contain further any chains. So that's why these left field and right fields of both nodes will go and store the null value. Null value. Okay, this is the entire node structure representation of previous example of binary search tree. So hope you understood this representation of binary search tree. with a node representation. So here consider this binary search node representation. But in this tree we are having different types of nodes. So see this node. This node does not connect to any chain. Not connect to any chain. Not connect to any chain. But consider this node. This will be connected to only one chain. It's not connected to the two chain like left chain and right chain. Again we have to consider this node. This node is connected to the two chains, either left chain and right chain. So according to the binary search tree, what is the another logical definition of binary search tree is a binary search tree contains at most another two different nodes. At most another two different nodes means, so this node contains two chains, left chain and right chain is the one case. And consider this node. This node does not connect it to any chain. And consider this node. This node only connect to the one chain. That is the meaning of the binary search tree is connected to at most another two nodes. Okay, that is another fundamental technical definition of binary search tree. Hope you friends, are you understood this? Yes, now I am going to explain. One important point. A binary search tree contains n number of nodes and n plus 1 number of null nodes. Here how many nodes we are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this binary search tree we are containing 8 number of nodes. And also we are containing n plus 1 number of null nodes. So n means what? Number of nodes. How many nodes? 8. 8 nodes. So how many null nodes? Null nodes equal to n plus 1. Okay, now we can consider how many null nodes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 number of null nodes. Okay, that is the another technical point of what is binary search tree. Now again I repeat my point. This is the one of the most important FAQ with the technical interview questions. So what is the how many number of binary search tree? Contains how many nodes? The binary search tree contains n number of nodes. How many number of null nodes the binary search tree contains? The binary search tree contains n plus 1 null nodes. According to our example, we are containing 8 number of nodes and 9 number of null nodes. That means n plus 1 null nodes. Now, how to create the node? By using self-referential structures. But what is the syntax to create the node for by using self-referential structures? So, we are using the structure concept. That is, we are using structures. The keyword of structure is nothing but struct. So, the data type of creating a structure is struct tag name. Already we are having the idea and awareness in the first semester, and also we repeat in the second semester in the binary trees. So how to create the nodes by using self-referential structures. Now I am going to write the syntax of how to create the node by using self-referential structures. Okay, that is the syntax how we going to create the node by using self-referential structure. That is a struct is the keyword. We are going to create the structure. Struct node. Tag name is the node. These are both the words are combinedly we can consider as a data type in structures. Okay. Then we are having the three fields in a node. The middle field is data. The data in the form of, according to our example, you are taking the numbers, integers. That's why we are using the data type int. Suppose we are using the characters like A, B, C like this. Now at that time we are using the char data type. But we are using the integers. That's why I am using the integer data type to represent the data. Then the left field is a right child, that is a pointer, address variable. Pointer means it's recognize the address of the variable. That's why we are using the pointer. It's a left child. The right field is a right child, is the address of the right child. That's why I am using the two pointers. Then we close the structure and it will be finished with the semicolon, end with the semicolon. That is the how we are going to create the node by using the self-referential structure. Now I am going to introduce the operations of binary search tree. Operations of binary search tree. Already we saw in the binary trees we are having the different types of operations: insertion, deletion, searching and sorting and traversing. Now we are going to explain the three things. That is, first one, insertion. Second one, deletion. Third one, searching. Search. Already we know the idea of insertion and deletion, how to insert the new nodes to the already existing graph, existing tree, and how to delete the nodes from the existing tree. So searching is nothing but we are going to we want to perform the searching. The searching can be performed by using traversing. Searching is nothing but traversing. Already we know what is traversing. Traversing is nothing but in a tree, at least one time each and every node can be sorted or touched. That is called traversing. So we want to perform the searching. The searching can be going to performed by using traversing. The traversing can be going to perform in different ways. So what are the familiar things we are using regularly to perform the traversing? These are the three types. One is in-order traversing, pre-order traversing, and third one is post-order travels. Okay. Now I want to finish this lecture till here. Now in another new video I am going to explain about these all operations of binary search tree. So my dear student friends, I hope you all understood my lecture. I want all of my students, while seeing this video or listening this video, according to my explained points, you make sure the notes according to our class notes. Okay, this is the continuation topic of third unit where you stop in our regular classes. Thank you one and all.